Hi there. I saw this article yesterday, and at first I thought, I'm not going to do a talk on it because it's really not that important until I read the article and I got to the bottom and I got to the very last line. Now, I may very well be mistaken here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. And if I am correct, this is one of the funniest fucking things I've seen in a while. And I got to share it with someone. So I hope you guys enjoy this. The article says, why so many women still take their husband's last name. Our names lie at the heart of our identity, but in Britain, nearly all married women, almost 90% in a 2016 survey, abandon their original surname and take their husband's. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but pretty much it goes over how this is mired in patriarchal history, how women were only the wife of X, and she was expected to take her husband's name because she was his possession, and blah, blah, blah. I just want to cover the women mentioned in this article. The women whose, like it says here in the first line, names lie at the heart of their identity. We found that patriarchal power has not gone away. In England, for example, some husbands made marriage conditional on their wives taking their name. Mandy gives a striking example. I actually didn't want to change my name, but he said if that hadn't changed, there would have been no point getting married. He said the wedding would mean nothing. More often, male preeminence in names was just taken for granted. English women frequently called upon tradition. It's traditional and conventional, Eleanor. Or felt that the name change was the right thing to do, according to Lucy. For Jess, the meaning of her wedding was, I'll take my partner's surname and stand by my vows. Now, they found in Norway, most women keep their own surname as a secondary middle surname to preserve their own identity. Because again, your identity is very important. Now, as Abigail put it, I'm so looking forward to being a wife and having my surname changed. Adele thought, it's nice to be able to say my husband and take someone else's name and call yourself Mrs. The flip side of patriarchal power was that some women were resisting to losing their identity. Because remember, your identity is your name. I would like to keep my own name. I need to be me, and I wouldn't want to lose who I am, says Rebecca. In Norway, Caroline felt the same. I am who I am, so I have no need to change my name. Okay? Now, they speak of their objections, and Anna says a name says a lot about the patriarchal culture, while Oda criticized women for not thinking about what a name means, and men for the weird practice of imposing their names on them. And then it just talks more and more about how Claire says, I would like others to know that we are a family and think that names are quite a good way of doing that, because she wants her kids to have the same last name as her husband. But you get back to the very bottom of this article, and it says clearly then, showing others you are a good family is not a seamless, uncontested process. The display needs validation by others, and this makes adopting the husband's name all the more likely. For as terrible as it is, right? Indeed, our study found the possibility of a joint name or using the woman's name was rarely considered among English couples. So although some women may be actively involved in choosing their marital name, taking the man's name still remains the norm. And you guys have been looking at this page for a minute. What the fuck does it say right next to that little black dot right there? Names have been changed. And I don't think they're referring to the article that women are changing their names. I think Abigail and Rebecca and Claire and Adele and Oda and whoever the fuck else I mentioned had their names changed for the article. Their names that are at the forefront of their identity. Just so long as their identity isn't put out there in this article. Names have been changed. That's all I got. You guys have a good one.